The final thing, Bill Huizenga, and I do want to touch upon your participation in the House Financial Services Committee. Janet Yellen in place as the Fed chairwoman, and to a certain extent, it's been, quote-unquote, relatively quiet with the Fed as of right now. In the general public's mind, other issues have eclipsed it as well. What do you sense coming out of the Fed right now in the early stages of her tenure? Is she basically following through on what many people thought would be is continuing what Bernanke has, or is she following a new trail that right now is hard to see for the general public, but maybe those in the inside are seeing a different direction going by Janet Yellen?
Yeah, it's hard to tell if there is a significant different direction. She was involved with many of the structures that were put in place with quantitative easing, where they had been buying back our U.S. Treasuries, creating this artificially low interest rate environment. So there's the anticipation that she's on board with that, both conceptually and philosophically as well as functionally. So the likelihood that she's moving forward with that, you're right, it has been reasonably quiet, but Fed chairs up until the financial crisis were historically kind of a quiet spot anyway, and frankly, we'd like to return to that. However, we are creating, or they are creating these debates that are moving forward because of their policy actions, and we are holding weekly hearings on this in financial services, and in fact, yesterday was another one on sort of the long-term effects of what's going on, and we had a witness who said, literally said that the slowdown in the economy right now, or the lack of recovery in the economy right now, is entirely because we did not spend enough money in the stimulus programs. If we had just doubled the size of the stimulus, we wouldn't be where we are right now. And it's like, do you remember those shovel-ready jobs and programs that weren't shovel-ready? I mean, how much money are we going to need to put on the credit card here that we owe to the Chinese for these people to understand that we need to create private sector wealth and prosperity by encouraging the private sector, not by having the government just continue to spend our kids' future?